Hi everyone, it's Tess Wilkinson from teachwithtess.com. I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about your first ESL classroom. Now, for those who've been to check out my videos before, you know that I'm here to give you support and tips about teaching online. And for those who want to start working again, whose kids have grown up or flown the nest, or who want to use online teaching as a way of helping you travel the world, I'm here to tell you how to do this or help you. Today what I'm going to talk about is your first ESL classroom. You've had your interview, you've been accepted. What you really need are some basic things, and I'm going to talk you through them today so it will help you get yourself ready and to either crack that interview or to ensure that your students and the parents find you a great, professional, inspiring, fantastic teacher. So shall we go? Number one, probably the most important thing for an online teacher is to have the right tech. Now, obviously, it goes in the name, I suppose you could say. Online involves the internet. So number one of everything is to make sure you have a good internet connection, whether it's through Wi-Fi or Ethernet. It will depend a little bit on your company and their requirements. Personally, for me, Wales English, they're happy with good Wi-Fi. There are other companies around who I know want an Ethernet connection, so it makes it a bit more tricky with the traveling. Secondly, have a computer that is reliable, up to date, that's running on relatively new software, because some of the platforms you have to download can be quite heavy. So, second thing. Number three in your tech requirements is a good headphone. So number three in the tech requirements are good headphones. So these are mine. Don't I look gorgeous? Don't I look gorgeous? Maybe not. Anyway, these ones are MPOW. I will leave more detail, but they're noise cancelling and they're great because it means if you have barking dogs or noisy neighbours, or maybe you've got children and visitors while you're teaching, it's great because it cuts out a lot of noise. Important to think about. Now, the camera is another thing. I use the integrated camera on my laptop, which is absolutely fine, but you can also use an external webcam. Again, remember, the most important thing is that you have tech that works. So, number two in our important things to have, and it leads on nicely from the tech, is good lighting, because you have to be really bright and poppy. You're in a little screen when you're teaching, so you need to stand out. You don't want shadows. So I've got two lights here. I've actually got three while I'm filming this, but I tend to use two lights on each side of the screen so there are not too many shadows, so when I'm moving things across my face or whatever, there aren't shadows and people can see me clearly. Very important. So for instance, this is my teaching light. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, I have to unplug it, but it's a little LED light and it can change in brightness and colour. It costs about £15 from Amazon, so it's fairly simple to invest and, find something not too expensive. Now, I'm actually somebody who wears glasses when I teach. Now I'm going to put my glasses on. You can see my lights. There you go. So this is something you need to think about. Now, when I light myself in my classroom, I try and do it in such a way that I have as little reflection on my glasses as possible. And these have got anti-glare on them. Anyway, lovely, interesting stuff, glasses. So, but it is something to think about, because if you have a little bit, it's fine. But if you have too much glare, the children can't see your eyes, and it's important for them to do so. So think about that. The other thing is just there is the window. So there's lots of daylight that comes in, but you can't rely on that. That's not enough. So I have a light on the side of the window as well as this side. And it's a lovely thing to have natural light. It's good for the soul, but it's usually not enough. And I have, I put parchment over my lights too, so it's fairly soft. Last of all on all of that is you don't need to spend a fortune on lighting. Please don't. When you start off, try and find lights around the house that will do the job. I did, and it was fine. And then, when things start picking up and you're sure you're going to be working, fine, get yourself a light that you like. Some people use professional photography or cheap professional photography lights, big ones on tripods that they put behind their screen, but I haven't got the space for that. So I just have my lights on my little tiny desk. Now, number three, third thing I would think about is where in your flat house space are you going to have your classroom? Personally, my house is very small and I teach in my bedroom, because if I'm in my dining room, I have people coming through, or I have a setup that is permanent and I don't want to have to move that. So think about that as well. I would also say that, you need a wall behind you, so you can put things on the wall to decorate your classroom. Some people teach in corners. It's really what works for you and what you can, what you have access to, obviously, because it's all different. And when you travel, it's always an interesting thing. You sort of set up where you can, but the rule is to try and have a background. The other thing to think about, so number 4, is what you put on your walls. Now, when you start off, please don't get sucked into the idea of you have to have loads of beautiful things on your wall and lots of props on show, because when you do your research on the internet, which I'm sure you're doing at the moment, you'll see teachers the most amazing classrooms with lots of stuff. But you don't need to do that when you start off. Just keep it tidy, professional looking, engaging for children, fun and practical for you. So, I've had the same background pretty much since I started. I've got my Wales English logo up there. I've got my name, so they always know if they forget who's teaching them. I bought this poster really cheaply in a little cheap sort of dollar store type shop. And I obviously now have props and things that I've bought since then. But you really do not need to spend money when you start. I know in the UK where I am, I go to Poundland and Saver Plus and places like that, so you can find things really cheaply. And in the States, I think people go to Target and Dollar Store. Sorry if I've got that one wrong. But really, please do not spend money. I think one of the important things is to make sure it's not too busy, not too cluttered, because if it is, it will again distract from you. Number 5, be comfortable. Even if you're just starting off, you will be sitting down for a certain amount of time. And if, like me, you're a bit older than some, I have pretty dodgy back, and I found very fast that if I was sitting down too long, I'd get up and look like an old woman. So it's also all about posture. Look after yourself. I know lots of people use yoga balls. People have, I've just got a chair that I've ordered that's coming because I really need to change this chair. It's terrible. Other thing is you want your, because you want to be looking at the camera straight on. So yep, I bought myself, here we go. This is great for my laptop. I bought this on Amazon for about £15, I think, and it's great because it is also something that folds up like that, and I take it with me when I travel. But it means that I can have my laptop and camera screen and all the rest of it is at head height, so I'm not like this. So look after your posture, look after your back. Lastly, I'm going to show you around my tiny classroom. So please, as I said right at the beginning, you do not need lots of space. You do not need to have an office. You do not need to have a separate room just to teach in. As I said, I haven't got space. I've made do with what I have, and it's fine. My office is minute. So what I will do now is just to show you around, to show you how I've organized it. Okay guys, so here you go. I thought I would just show you my tiny classroom. This is my bedroom. So here we have my desk. How tiny is that? Look, there's my bed there. So I am literally on a table that was here before, definitely not a desk. I have my backdrop, bit of glare, but I juggled my lights. I have my whiteboard. On the desk, I have my computer. This little thing here is great because it means you don't hunch yourself anymore. And on the desk itself, that's what it looks like. I have everything I need. My lighting, my laptop, my headphones, which are here, and off we go. That's what you need. So there we go, guys. I hope that's helpful. Say goodbye to my lovely puppets, and I will see you soon. So there we go. I hope you found that useful. If you have, please don't forget to press the like button and subscribe. And if you need any help with either referrals for Wales English, or if you'd just like to ask a few questions about the setup of your classroom, you can email me. My email is down in the box below. And I would love to help you get started. So thanks so much for popping into my channel, teachwithtess.com, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Take care, bye! So here's the tech that I've been talking about. My Nulaxi portable laptop stand, which is just brilliant. My MPOW headphones, noise cancelling microphone, and my Titonix LED desk lamp. So this is these are the current prices they're selling at on Amazon. Hope that helps.